At the beginning of the 20th century, Canada, being a bit late to the game, started to industrialize and urbanize. By 1910, about half of the population lives in the cities, a trend that was supported by 2 million people immigrating to the country in just 10 years. All this goes to the cost of the indigenous people, being subject to what is effectively a cultural genocide. Native Canadians were, and in other ways still are, systematically oppressed by the means of forced relocation and integration, as well as residential schools created to eradicate indigenous culture by the indoctrination of children. These schools continued to exist until 1996. Unlike the United States, Canada remained loyal to the British Empire throughout its existence, with many volunteers fighting in wars for the British oppressors. In World War I, for example, at a population of just 8 million, about 600,000 Canadians, mostly volunteers, fought in the Canadian Expeditionary Force. After the war, Canada joined the League of Nations and with support of other colonies started to lobby for more independence, resulting in the Imperial Conference in 1926 and the Statute of Westminster in 1931, granting the Canadian state more sovereignty while still tying it to the UK by creating the Commonwealth. During World War II, Canada gains a massive industrial push in order to support the Allied war effort in Europe while still being out of reach for the Axis bombers. Post-World War II Canada continues to grow, making it an industrial power. This development is only supported by the discovery of oil in 1947, making the country one of the major petroleum producers in the world. Finally, in 1982, Canada formally gains complete independence from the United Kingdom while still keeping the Queen as head of state.